Hello, Sergio. My name is Sean Everett. I'm the website analysis expert over at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Megan. She sent your website over to me for analysis, and here is that analysis. Now, you have a big, beautiful website. That opening page with the Colosseum, which I was at not too long ago, was a nice reminder of the Roman Empire. And it's a great website. And a beautiful website like this is great because once somebody gets here, they are going to start to click and find out more about you, find out all of the different locations that you're in, and so on. So that is the value of a big, beautiful website. Now, your website performs pretty well. I'm not going to lie to you. You have pretty good traffic to it. And I'm going to show you exactly what I do in a analysis, and I'm going to show you how I know it's been performing. Now, the first thing I do is I go and I look at this paid tool that I have that's sort of like a web crawler. It goes through. It's called Ahrefs. It gives me a whole bunch of the metrics of your site and shows me how it's actually been performing. Now, the next thing I do is a regular old Google search, in this case for Fort Worth, Texas commercial roofers. And as you can see, Google has Google is Google. It's the same as it always has been. Now, the reason I'm going to talk to you about Google is because Google is going to account for about 93% of your traffic. And that 93% is gets there because of the placement that you are in a Google search, or perhaps word of mouth is not Google, but what you want to do is satisfy the Google algorithm. Now, I've said the word algorithm. I'm going to try not to put you to sleep. It's going to be, I'll try not to geek out when talking about this, but at the top of a Google search, you're going to find these sponsored listings. Those are folks who have paid to be there. Now, these are not sponsored, and they come up above the map pack. The map pack is what we call, well, we call that because it's attached to this map. People do like to hire local in many cases, but maybe not so much for commercial roofers. Now, they got there by doing something that the other folks did not do or did not do well enough, and that is fill out a Google business profile, which is certainly something that your company could do. It does require some experience and expertise to do it because it takes absolute thoroughness in order for you to get up in the map pack, which is exactly what you want to do. You want to be as close to the top of a Google search as you can. Now, the other listings that are not sponsored are what we call the organic listings. These two, CSI Roofers and Tarrant Roofing, they are up near the top. Now, I just chose Tarrant as an example of one of your Google competitors, let's call them. And for the purpose of this analysis, I'm going to do something really fast and show you. Google loves content, and content is something that kind of perhaps has a bad word from TikTok or whatnot, but something frivolous. It's not to Google. Google wants to be able to educate their customers, and do the same thing here. Select all, copy, and then paste into this word counter. And they think that in order to educate their customers, that the minimum amount of words that a site, the homepage should have is 1,500. Now, your competitor has done exactly that plus 59. Now, you have a little bit of catching up to do since you only have 155 words on your homepage, and that is something that should be addressed in order to get you higher in the Google search results. Now, I'm going to show you as we move along that there is an actual monetary value to being higher in the Google search results. And it's just a question of satisfying that stupid algorithm. Now, aside from filling out the map pack, which I told you about, and about the content, I'm going to tell you that all words are not the same. What you want on your website are keywords. Now, keywords are, I'm going to show you what you have. You have 1,100 keywords, which is amazing. That's really good. Because most folks do not have anything near that. Now, keywords are words that Google expects you to have on your website. It's how they choose to send their search customers there, because they don't want to send their search customers looking for commercial roofers to, you know, a dairy farm in Wisconsin. So to avoid that, they have keywords that they expect to be on your site, and those they take from a variety of sources, mostly from other sites who are your competitors, and also their own search engine requests. So That's where the keywords come from. Now you have 1,100 and Tarrant has 1,900. They win in this little foot race that you see here. And I'm going to show you their keywords. Now, probably like you, they have different locations, but Fort Worth, Tarrant Roofing, obviously. Fort Worth Roofing Contractors, Fort Worth Roofers, um, Dallas Roofing, Roofing Company Dallas. Um, and the reason that I'm showing you these, because a lot of them seem to be the same thing over and over again, but they are not. The algorithm is looking for specific words. Company is different than companies. The algorithm does not know English. It just knows what words it's looking for. So satisfying these variations is often a good thing to have on your website. Fort Worth Reviews, roofing companies in Texas. That's a little bit broader of a search because those are folks who are just looking for the best deal. Within Texas, they know that somebody in a commercial roofing field will probably be able to send a crew somewhere. Commercial roofing, Fort Worth, and so on. Those are their keywords, but there are a lot more that you should have on your website because obviously they beat you by about 700. Which you want to do is, like any other competition with competitors, you want to beat them. It's not just in the virtual world or the physical world anymore. It's within the Google world now too. Now, the next thing I want to show you is backlinks. Backlinks you have 1,900 of. And backlinks is where you appear on somebody else's site and there is a link back to your site, sort of like, for your pizza parlor being on Yelp. They could claim that profile and put their website on there, and then there would be a backlink to their site. Now, you have 1,900. Your competitor has 2,100. Again, they are winning in this little foot race that Google has set up. Now, I'm going to show you their backlinks. And I'm not going to know what a bunch of these are because I'm not in your industry, but expertise.com, obviously, I know, and Yellow Pages and Yahoo and Super Pages. There's Chamber of Commerce, Today's Homeowner. I don't know that Today's Homeowner would be looking for a commercial roofer, but I'm sure that people who want commercial roofers also live in homes, so they probably are going to use their own resources that way. You want to be in any backlink site that is 70 or above. Anything below that is not really that useful. I mean, ultimately it can be if it has to do with your local community, but now these ratings, the domain rating, they are the strength of a domain's backlink profile, meaning these sites have a lot of other sites that refer to them, which gives them this high rating. And the reason that that's important to Google is that they figure the more people that are referring to you, the more important you are. It's sort of like, the mean sophomores in high school. They're just talking about somebody and that makes them more important. So I guess Google is like the mean girls in high school. But you want to have all of your backlinks in this range of domain rating, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And a lot of these places are places you can get on just by filling out a profile. You don't have to do much of anything. Just filling out profiles just like the Google Business Profile to get on those sites. Now here's where the rubber hits the road, and that is that your combined backlinks and keywords have given you traffic, meaning that the number of visitors you've had to your site in the last month is about 1,200, which is really, really good. That's down 53 visitors from the month before. Now, the Tarrant had 3,500. So that is more than double the number of visitors that you had. That is money left on the table. Ahrefs does a lot of different sorts of research to find out the value of these things given the location you're in, the region you're in, the industry you're in. They figure that your traffic was worth about $3,900 to you last month, and for Tarrant, the value was $34,000. So you can see what being high up on a Google search actually does. It actually, there is a monetary value to that. Now I'm going to do one final thing before I go, and that is I'm going to scroll down and see if I can find you. And I just want to have you think about your own Google search histories, how you Google things, and just think about how far down do you go looking for something before you think to yourself, you know what, I probably will find it from here on up. I've scrolled down far enough. And would you have scrolled this far to find your site? I still do not see your site. I don't want to spend all of your time doing this because you can certainly do it yourself and find your site using that same search. But would you have gone this far looking for your own website? And most people, the answer is no. Most people do not scroll down beyond the related searches, which is right here, which is the bottom of page 1, essentially. So this is something that would be of great benefit to you, not just for visitors, but for money in the old pocket. And if you would rather spend your time doing what you do best, and that is putting roofs on these places, then by all means, it would be probably in your best interest to give Megan a call and tell her that you are ready for the next steps to get higher on a Google search. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope I've been helpful in having you improve your website. You have a great rest of your day.